Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight, we are going to be finishing up Animorphs number 9, The Secret by K.A. Applegate. Yes, this is the final chapter in Animorphs number 9. So we're going to finish this up finally. So sit back, relax, and hopefully enjoy. Or don't. Oh yeah, before I begin reading, this video is not intended for kids. Instead, this video is intended for adults who are discovering or rediscovering the joy that is Animorphs. The Yeerks drove Ferran to the hospital. Once we knew he was safe, Axe told Visher 3 how a certain kind of juice would help get rid of the skunk smell. The Visher was still screaming when we disappeared into the woods. The next day, Jake, Marco, Rachel, Axe, and I were able to bring the skunk mother back to her den. She waddled inside, and a few minutes later, waddled back out, followed by Joey, Johnny, Marky, and CJ. They ignored the 4 humans and the Andalite completely. After all, Mother Skunk was back with her kids, and Mother Skunk wasn't afraid of anything. They grow up so fast, Rachel said as they shuffled and snuffled and waddled past us in single file. I guess the real Mother Skunk will give them different names, Marco said. He was joking. I think. Well, anyway, the forest is safe for baby skunks now, Jake said. Jake had morphed a housefly to spy on Ferrand in the hospital. The commissioner was fine. The first thing he did when he regained full consciousness was make a phone call to say that he was voting against logging in the forest. In fact, according to Jake, Ferran swore he'd never, ever even listen to another word from Datsun Lumber. And there was a good chance he'd press charges. It also seemed, according to Ferran, that even the animals of the forest had risen up against the loggers. He claimed that he himself had been visited by the spirit of a giant skunk with the eyes of a human girl. Have a good life, little skunks, Marcos said to the skunk family, tiny, furry little masters of the forest. Everyone was smiling and looking pretty pleased with themselves. But I was still confused. As we walked toward home back through the forest, Jake hung back with me, letting the others move ahead. You don't seem all that happy, Jake said. You miss being a skunk mommy? I smiled. No, I mean, yes, a little, but that's not it. So what's bothering you? I shrugged. Nothing makes sense to me. Tobias eats one of the skunk hits, then he helps save the rest. I killed the termite queen to save myself and my friends. then I feel bad about it. But when it comes down to it again, I went after Vischer 3 without hesitation. 1 minute, I was a rat being chased by guys with sticks. The next minute, I'm bringing dead mice to Tobias, who's guarding skunks he would normally have tried to eat. Somehow, it's part of the big system. How does it all make sense? Jake looked like he was sorry he started the conversation. Boy, Cassie, I don't know. Okay, just tell me this. Am I a part of nature, so I should just live by the laws of nature? Kill to eat, kill or be killed? Or am I something different because I'm a human? We walked in silence while Jake thought it over. I felt sorry for him. I know he'd rather have been discussing Spider-Man versus Batman with Marco. Well, I guess you're both, Jake said at last. I mean, you are the person who got rid of the termite queen. You're also the person who went out of her way to save a bunch of skunks. Just like Tobias ate a skunk kid one day, then saved them the next. That's not much help, I said. That just means humans are kind of in between. Still partially wild animals, doing whatever it takes to survive, and partially, I don't know what. Maybe something more than the other animals. Well, I know one thing. All the animals take care of themselves. But only one animal has the intelligence and the power to help save all the other species. I nodded. You're pretty smart sometimes, Jake, I said. Just sometimes. You're right. Only one animal can help to save all the other animals. Only humans can do that. Of course, we have to save ourselves first. I sighed. It's still too complicated. I saw a shadow flash overhead. I looked up and saw Tobias. He dropped down into the trees and reappeared on a branch just up the trail. Hi, Tobias, I called up to him. Hi, Cassie. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. He was definitely feeling pretty smug about something. What's up, bird boy? Marco asked him. I've just been checking on our friends at the logging camp. They now have 2 entire truckloads of juice. They've made trip after trip for juice. They dug out a big bit in the ground and made a kind of swimming pool filled with the stuff. Vischer 3's been in it most of the night. I'm guessing he still stinks. Plus, Tobias added with a slightly evil laugh, the Vischer is now a very lovely, attractive shade of purple. Gee, that's too bad, Rachel said. I feel sorry for him. I feel so sorry for him. Soon he may begin to suspect the truth. Axe said, think maybe we should have told him the truth? That it's tomato juice, not grape juice that washes away skunk smell? I asked. We all looked at each other and broke up laughing at the same moment. I didn't think so, I said. And that is it for Animorphs number 9, The Secret by K.A. Applegate. And it's been such a long time since we started this book. I sort of forgot what the reference was to, saving a mouse in this chapter. I was like, oh yeah, that's how this book began. It began with a silly, hey, let's do extra credit. That, of course, goes wrong. I was like, oh yeah, that happened. And I feel like when Jake's like, so you miss being, a mommy skunk? He's like, he really loves Cassie, so he's like, if I'm going to get together with this girl and we're going to, be man and wife, and oh shit, that means she wants kids. Oh shit. What if she's sad about right now because she wants kids? So when he's asking like, so Cassie, are you sad about not being a mommy skunk? He's saying, please be undecided about kids. Please give me some time. Like after the war is over, whatever. Like still need some time to recover before I think about having the kids. And I think also by Rachel's reaction, she might want some kids. She's like, they grow up so fast. I'm like, what if she's like watching those kids and she's remember being a mommy skunk and she's like, I want to start a family with Tobias when I'm able to, and that's a little hard because biology does not work that way. If I really have to spell it out for you, biology does not allow a human to get pregnant from a red-tailed hawk. Does not work that way. And I did like Cassie's discussion about, that she's been having throughout this book of what the morality of nature, trying to put good, bad. And I like that this book doesn't answer it. It doesn't say, this is good, that's bad. It does provide just a tiny, tiny sliver of an answer saying that, no, basically that the only thing that they can really say is that animals take care, the humans as the most intelligent animals have a duty, a responsibility to take care of the other ones, make sure they're safe. And that Jake's like, Cassie says that, in order to do that, we're going to have to make sure we survive first, meaning if I want to save all these animals, I'm going to have to first focus on, winning this war against the Yeerk so that we'll be safe enough to actually do that. So, next video for the Animorphs Dramatic Reading will be the outro video where I will tell you what the next book in the series I'll be reading. And also, please comment below with anything you want me to discuss in the outro video. In the outro video, I discuss 5 big things I noticed in this book, the good and the bad. And if you really have something in this book you'd love to hear my opinion on, comment below, let me know, and I will see about putting that in. I will even make extra space just so that I can make sure I cover everything you're actually interested in. And if you like this video, oh shoot, I forgot. I need a question. Actually, the questions are just for this video is going to be, let's see. What do you think it would be like if Rachel and Tobias tried to start a family? Like after, let's just do a hypothetical of the wars won, and they're adults and they're starting a family. What do you think that would be like? Please comment below. I am a big Rachel Tobias shipper. And please, and remember, also, if you noticed anything in this chapter that interests you, comment below. But remember, no major spoilers. I am hoping against hope that people get into the series via this video. I mean, they find these videos and they're like, oh, cool, Animorphs sounds cool, and they get the books, audiobooks, and every other memorabilia. So, yeah. And there are some major twists and turns in this series that you should know the first time you're reading through. And if you're watching this on the YouTube, please like this video. If, because it helps affect the YouTube algorithm, makes it more likely people will see these videos. Also, remember to subscribe. I'm going to read the entire Animorphs series, so you don't want to miss out. I hope you don't. And if you're watching this on my blog and watching on the desktop version of my blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never again miss out on any content I put out. And before I go, I just want to say I hope you are all staying safe, that you're practicing social distancing, and if you are an essential worker, I hope the best for you. I really wish I could do more than just say that, but I don't have the money, and I sadly can't just wave my hand and make the coronavirus disappear, or I would have done that like a while back. So, hope everyone's staying safe, and until next video, goodbye.